to the boat. We've had back-to-back 40 knotters now. Let's just get out of here. Let's go sailing.
I'm Bonita, that's Yosh, and this is our daughter Tallulah May. We're a family of 3 that have been sailing around the world for the last 5 years on board our 40-foot sailboat Nandji.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
Bagus. Makasih banyak, Timan.
okay.
Sampai jumpa besok.
Besok.
Besok. Make big boys. Say bye to man.
We just had 2 fishermen come by and we bought a couple of tunas from them. So we got these for dinner tonight and I'm going to clean them. So normally Yosh does this job, so I'm not that, yeah, but I want to get better at filleting fish, so I'm going to start with these tunas. Well, that went okay. We got a couple of fillets. At the end there, I ended up cutting off some of the blood meat. It's a bit of a shame that the boys didn't bleed the fish, but we do have, a couple of bits of meat there, so that's enough for dinner.
She's waiting for the hummingbirds to fly by, sitting peacefully.
Today I'm going through all of our provisioning and just checking all the dates on everything. We don't have a lot of food left. This is the least amount of food I think that we've ever had on Nandji. So we definitely need to go somewhere to replenish. And then putting all of this food in a more accessible area, so we'll eat all of this food first and then we'll start eating the new food once we get it. And that's what's left. Not a lot.
Are you awake now? Someone's awake now.
We're heading into the village. We heard that our package, which is our pram, has arrived. So that was the luggage that got lost on our trip over here. Pretty keen to get that. Hello.
Hello.
And also, we don't have any fresh water left on the boat. We have a water maker, of course, but the bay is a bit muddy. So we don't want to use that water to make water. So we're gonna buy some water until we actually go out sailing somewhere.
It's hot. It's really hot on land. No wind. Humid and muggy.
There's not many places you can buy ice cream in the village. This man is the only one. So let's buy them while we can because I'm sweating.
Seven.
Foto ako tadi sa ha? The photo. Iya sama ini.
Oh yeah.
Foto.
Hello.
She still fits. Wouldn't mind a bath on the bow.
I think you fit, Mum.
This video is sponsored by BetterHelp, that's Better H-E-L-P, in honour of Mental Health Awareness Month, which is the month that we're currently in, the month of May. It's a month to raise awareness for mental health, to also fight stigma and to provide support for those that are struggling with mental health issues. For me personally, I live on a small boat in foreign countries, generally in really remote places. I don't have friends and family around. The only person that I have for support is Yosh. I also had a lot of health issues last year and I wasn't able to get the medical care that I needed, and this took a huge toll on my mental health. I'm okay by the way as well, but just having a therapist that I can talk to for support has been a really positive experience for me. BetterHelp offers customized online therapy. They have a network of over 20,000 different therapists, so there's a broad range of expertise. What you do is you fill out a questionnaire and it assesses your specific needs and then assigns a therapist for you within 48 hours. You then schedule your secure video and phone sessions. There's unlimited messages and everything that you share is kept confidential. You can change therapists at any time with no extra charge. So if you know somebody that is struggling with their mental health right now, please share BetterHelp with them. You can use my discount for 10% off, which is betterhelp.com/sailing Nandji. So betterhelp.com/sailing Nandji. Thanks guys.
Good, good. Well, another day, another delivery of fish from the boys. It's actually paying quite a bit, and I bartered this time, and they're still quite a bit expensive. So 10 bucks for these 2 fish, but hey, you know, we don't need to do much. Delivery keeps everyone happy, and last night's was actually pretty nice, even though they didn't bleed them. They weren't really that strong, so the key is to eating fish if they're not bled is to eat them straight away, for sure, because they won't stow very well and they'll taste strong and flavoursome. But Bonita butchered the last couple so she can practice again with these guys.
They got us the same fish, so I'm going to practice again today. I'm getting all of this practice in. That's getting better.
Yeah.
There we go, we've got some meat for dinner tonight, which is awesome. We're running really low on like canned food and beans and stuff, so this is perfect. I'm not sure what we're gonna do for dinner. We might make a Thai green curry, fish curry, or maybe just cook it with some garlic and chili. Once again, the boys didn't bleed this fish either, so there was a lot of blood meat that I had to cut off, but what's left is pretty good.
What do you reckon about these squalls, Lula? Ooh-wee! Welcome back to the boat! We've had back-to-back 40 knotters now, and she is blowing. She's blowing. Welcome back. Ooh-wee! Lucky we're in a good spot, eh, Lula? Man, it is bucketing down. I haven't seen this sort of wind for a while. It's really nice. It's really nice when you're at anchor tucked away. Whoa, that was a wild one, eh? So we got another day of pretty strong weather, so we're not really going anywhere for the next day or two. Well, especially while it's like this, we'll just chill, Winston. What do you reckon, Mum?
Another day in paradise.
Welcome back. Woo!
Woohoo! The energy is insane, hey? Like, the energy from the weather is...
The whole boat is just like, yeah! Yeah!
We don't have any naughty snacks on the boat, and Yosh and I are both feeling like we want to have some potato chips, so we have to make our own, of course. So we're going to fry up some potatoes and make our own hot chippies. Friday!
Today's Wednesday, mate.
It's Friday on Nandji. I guess the big question is, how thick do you make them? Like, do you like, how do you like your chips? Do you like them thick or thin, or like super crunchy, or soft and mushy, like covered in vinegar, covered in salt, chicken salt? How do you like your hot chips? Friday.
Oh, that's a massive plate of chippies. That's what we're talking about on Friday, Wednesday. And we've just cooked that fish in garlic and chili, but yeah, you can tell the fish wasn't bled because it's quite grey in the fillet. But it'll taste delicious, that's fine.
And then I'm making some cookies. Anzac biscuits sort of thing.
Not even lying, I reckon these are the best chips we've ever made.
I decided to give myself a little job tonight before bed. I'm a little bit concerned about mosquitoes while we're in Indonesia, because there are a lot of mosquito-borne diseases like dengue fever and malaria. And so with Tallulah on the boat, I just want to mosquito proof this whole thing. So all the hatches have mosquito nets, and so does the companionway, but we do have some little portholes on the sides of Nandji, and 2 of those don't have a mosquito net. The other one has this little net here, so I decided to make my own for the other ones. I found this mesh, mosquito net mesh, and also some double-sided tape. So I'm just going to run the tape inside along here, and it's not going to interfere with the closing of it because it actually seals on the outside like that. Yay, that's done. I'm going to use this one as a template to make the other 2, and then we can stick them on. And the best bit about the Velcro thing, see, mosquitoes. Bastards. Nice and stuck, doesn't interfere. We're good.
Today is shaping up to be a very hot day, and I'm glad there's this little bit of breeze coming through now. But as we're slowly getting through all these jobs on Nandji, I haven't jumped in to see what Nandji looks like underneath. I can see there's a couple of barnacles on the hydrovane rudder. I'm gonna go look at the prop. In Malaysia before we left, we did paint prop speed on it, and prop speed should be good for a couple of years. However, the application, well, was probably not the best, and I made them redo it. And so, you know, when you get people to redo stuff the second time around, it was much better, but, you know, sometimes they get pretty angry at you. And so, I don't know how well it's held off these couple of months of sitting here, so we've got to go see if there's any growth on the prop. There is a little bit of a beard around the water line on Nandji. We sailed a little bit heavier to port with the boom out that side, so we got a bit of green stuff on the paintwork, but we're going to go somewhere pretty to do that. I just need to make sure Nandji's able to motor and we're able to move. Fang's rumbling sweet. Nandji's nearly ready to leave, so I'll jump onto the prop, see how bad it is. Well, considering that Nandji sat here for a couple of months and the prop didn't spin, the prop's actually really good. The hull looks really good as well. There's only a few little bits of like light slime and little bits of like soft growth. There isn't any like hard growth of barnacles and stuff. So overall, I think the hull's really good. So I think when we get motoring and kick along, we should be able to wash a fair bit of this off. And so when we get down to our anchorage when we leave in the coming days, we'll be able to have another little look at the bum and see what it looks like. But I think a lot of this is just going to wash off as we get moving. Fingers crossed. Alright, this boat is clean. Everything is pretty well fixed. Pretty well, but we've got to give it a bit more of a shakedown, you know. So everything on the boat at anchor is all sweet and the motor's running. I've cleaned all the prop and everything, so we're ready to just go steaming. So we've got some islands that are about 25 miles away from where we are. So we're going to go fang down there and have a bit of an exploration down there. We've never been there, which is really exciting. So you always like to go to new places that we haven't been before. But I haven't clicked the motor into gear forwards or backwards yet, so that's one big thing that'll happen this morning. And then otherwise, let's just get out of here. Let's go sailing. The wind normally picks up at about around 10, 10:30, 11, you know, late morning sort of deal. That's when the sea breeze will start kicking in. Super glassy morning at the moment. You can see I got a bit of makeup still on my face because I did have a surf this morning and it was bloody awesome. So good to be back on Nandji. Welcome back to Nandji. All right, let's talk. More play. Click her into gear. She is a bit of a roll. But when I cleaned the prop, it was a bit hard to spin the shaft. I think that's mainly because of the growth that's up on the inside. So I reckon there might be a bit of growth around the cutlass. The prop should be free spinning.
Can we have a look?
Yeah, I might jump in just to have a look at it. Yeah, it looks fine. Like, the blades are pitching exactly like they're meant to do, because I did clean around them, you know, and all the barnies are off of that. So I think it is just the shaft just rumbling around whatever's inside that cutlass. So I think a few revolutions, might do a couple of laps in the bay and see what she sounds like. Everything's a little bit louder than normal. Maybe I just forgot what it sounds like. Prop's definitely a bit louder. But Nandji's handling's sweet. Handles like normal.
We're just cutting a few hot laps before we go, making sure that everything's working well with the engine, and so far so good. Starting to sound a lot better, so I think we might punch on out now. We've got to get through a bit of reef to get out of here, so, and there's a bit of swell around as well, so there's waves breaking out the entrance and we've got to go up through the middle of them. So yeah, we just want to make sure everything's okay before we take that on. You ready to go, or?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Let's go, eh? Let's do this.
I'm nervous. We got this, we got this. We got this. I thought I'd better check on Tallulah because of all of this water movement and boat movement, and no, she's still asleep, so that's good. We timed it well. Right, we're out of here. Welcome back.
This is so sick. I've missed this so much. So it's taken us about a week of cleaning, and every one of those days when the wind has picked up through the late morning, it's come in from the north. And so we thought we'd sail down to these islands which are to the south. Good old Murphy's Law. As we're leaving, of course, the wind starts picking up, but it's from the south. So we're going to be upwind sailing, not downwind. I don't really care, as long as I can get the sails up. Froth levels are through the roof right now. Well, Mum, shall we see if that mainsail works?
Yeah, I think we should. I'm just gonna straight up take some spray, some silicone spray up there, because I think it's gonna be pretty crusty.
Go lanolin up, babe.
Lanolin, you reckon?
Lanolin.